Why can't we all just get along and love one another? Hey, it's Lance McGowan here, and today I'm going to be covering an email that I got. This is part 2 of someone who wasn't sure if they could actually do Young Living and doTERRA at the same time. If you haven't watched part 1 already, make sure to check that out. I'll have the link in the description so you can kind of get some more context of what happened on the front end. This is her follow-up, and just wanted to share this with you so you kind of have that, more perspective on how things happen and a little inside sneak peek into my world a little bit, and yeah, just some of the questions people have, because I think these are important to provide real-life experiences to you and kind of give you that insight. And also, there's a saying, you either know something yourself or you know where to find the information, and hopefully these videos can be that for you. You either get that information into your head, or you can kind of come back to these and reference them and at least have a starting point for more research. Okay, so when it comes to doTERRA versus Young Living, the original question was, can she do both? Talked about that. She followed up with the email here and says, I appreciate your reply. Honestly, I didn't think I would hear back from you. What? Thought maybe you might be too big to respond. First of all, I'm slightly flattered, but at the same time I'm like, oh my gosh, like not even. Like it doesn't matter how much money I make or how many subscribers I get or how many emails. It doesn't matter. Like for me, I'm always going to make sure that I focus on education and timely response. Trying to get back. Obviously, it's going to be hard to respond to non-customers or non-business builders on my team in a more timely way than actual customers and business builders. But if I can, obviously I'm trying to respond back within 24 to 48 hours, sometimes a little bit longer. But getting too big would mean for me that I just have way too many emails or way too many comments to respond to. And the money part is just a reward for helping people. But it's interesting that she said that. I think that's kind of what I would believe of maybe like celebrities or athletes or other people that definitely have way more like clout, if you want to call it that, or following or something. But it's kind of interesting for people to say that. I just want to let you know, or let her know, or if you're watching, hey, love you, thank you, and yeah, I'm always going to try to provide information, and the best information is based on what I've done research on. Okay, in a timely way. Okay. Anyways, she says, anyway, very thankful that you took the time. So yes, I sent a previous email to kind of respond back to her, giving her references to Young Living and doTERRA's policy. Basically, that was kind of the summary of that. She says, yes, my Young Living upline threatened to take action against me. All I did was share my doTERRA website on my Facebook wall, and that's the only thing I can think of that triggered them to confront me. Before then, I rarely heard from this lady. Interesting, right? And so when you enroll with somebody in a company, one of the things I do is a wellness consult and then continuous education based on what their needs and goals are. But it's interesting that she didn't really hear from them until there was a problem. And so, you kind of want a relational bank account to kind of build up a little bit so that if there is a takeaway, somebody says something or does something that maybe you don't like or agree with or, take offense to, that it doesn't bring you back down to zero in the relational bank account or negative funds, right? And you don't want any overdraft fees. And so this case, if you didn't hear from somebody and then all of a sudden you're hearing from them for bad reasons, it just, leaves a little bit of salty taste in your mouth, which is something I try not to do, right? I want to make sure that my videos, or at least my follow-ups, and, or at least trying to seek understanding and speak truth and just try to work with people. I think that's the end of the day. Okay, anyways, let's continue here. She says here, by the way, I've watched your hater videos several times, smiley face. And so, yeah, I have a number of hater videos because it's funny because I watch other YouTubers that are in doTERRA or in Young Living, and some of them will say like, yeah, I don't cover the controversial topics like the lawsuits, or I don't try to bash the other companies or do this and that. And it's like, I didn't either for the longest. Like I just did videos on doTERRA's products, and then people started saying questions that were, making statements that were negative, or like half-truths and hearsays, and you see that little meter rising, right? That's about how much I can take that before I'm going to make a video in response to all that, because I think it's important to speak the truth and for me to do my own research, because when they say enough stuff, I'm like, hold on, is that true? Like, and so that's what I would do. And that's where those hater videos came from, because I really want to understand like psychology and why people think the way they do and speak and behave. And it's so funny because some of those hater videos, they're like people pointing out like, oh, so you're using your psychology terms on me, Lance. Oh, that's, ooh, I'm like, That's part of life. Like, if you don't know yourself or know psychology and how you think and how people behave, like, the goal is to be your best self, to live your best life. Like, you can't do that if you don't know thyself. Like, you have to have self-awareness, and self-awareness is one of the most lacking things that people have, and you don't learn that in school, and you don't learn that at home, you don't learn that in a family unless there's a high focus on personal development and getting constructive feedback. And don't nobody want to be wrong or hear, oh, here's where I can improve. Oh, it's not fun. Like, no, and nobody wants to learn about conflict resolution skills. That's like auto insurance. Oh, it'll help me in an accident, but nobody wants to pay for it on the front end. Like, I'll worry about it later. It's like, no, that stuff can really help you. Like, and so it's not, those aren't sexy topics. I get it. But anyways, I digress. Hater videos are important for people to understand that if you've been hated on or you are a hater, there's a lot of self-awareness and communication skills and conflict resolution skills, and most importantly, reasonability that is required to help you, not just in my comment section on my videos that you don't like or agree with, but in life. This stuff can help you in your personal life, your business life, your family life, relationships, spiritual life, everything. So anyways, here we go. She says, also, I ordered that book you recommended, How to Solve Your People Problems. Yes, that is an amazing book. I've read that countless times, probably at least 3 or 4 times. I even did a little outline of the book. Like, it is so amazing, talking about basically you can't reason with an unreasonable person, and it's so important to focus on truth and understanding and solving problems if you are reasonable, whereas the unreasonable person is going to focus on being right, winning, and avoiding taking personal wrongness for anything by staging dramas and really blaming and shaming the other person, which is not mature at all, by the way. But it's what we all start off doing when we're kids and babies, and then we got to grow up, and some of us don't grow up, or we grow up in some ways but not other ways. We may have a large bank account, but we may be immature emotionally, or we may be mature emotionally, but we may have nothing in the bank account. So who knows? There's always stuff. But anyway, here we go. Oh yeah, I'll have a link in the description below for that book. It's amazing. One of the most recommended books that I want to, help people with. Okay. All right. She then goes on to say, because I feel I really, this is all caps, really, really need it. Exactly. That book I really, really needed too, because at the time, this was, 2008, okay, almost 10 years ago when I read this book multiple times. I still use it to this day. It's so practical. But I was having trouble with roommates. Like, we was just having conflict out the wazoo, unmet needs, a lot of yelling, backstabbing, gossiping. Like, I was like, we can't be having this. Let's learn, Lance, how to do better communication-wise and conflict resolution-wise, and it's helped tremendously. It's made things easier, but it doesn't make things easy, if that makes sense. Like, whenever there's people, there's always going to be problems. You can't prevent them, but you can manage them better. You can weather the storms with a raincoat and an umbrella instead of just getting pounded in the face all the time with water and lightning bolts and stuff. You know what I'm saying? No? Okay, well, anyway, I'm going to continue with this. Here we go. She says, I'm waiting for the book to be delivered and can't wait to dig into it. I know, me too. Okay, I still, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so she says, my Young Living upline said that I'm in violation of the Young Living policies and procedures, and they sent me a link to it as proof. They said I needed to take down my doTERRA website and cannot promote, sell, or be a member of doTERRA for 6 months. All right, so there are obviously policies with both companies with regards to cross-line recruiting, cross-company recruiting, like posting information, joining a company, cancellation, termination, all that. I mean, the best thing to do is just read the policies that I have below in the descriptions. Send me an email. We can have a little conversation if you still don't, aren't comfortable with what the policy says. But obviously policy is going to be the best policy for making sure you do the right thing and don't get in trouble. Okay, so here we go. She says, they said that they know I'll do the right thing. I just replied that I was planning on keeping my Young Living wholesale membership and not terminating. They said that it doesn't matter and that I'm still in violation. They also said that I can no longer buy wholesale from Young Living anymore, only retail. This makes no sense to me. Yeah, I mean, there are people who buy from people, even though, like, I've had customers that their wholesale membership has expired, but they still love the oils, and for whatever reason they don't want to renew and still become a wholesale customer. So I have had some that will buy from somebody else because they feel more comfortable with them. Because my approach to like my customers is I want to educate and empower you. Like I don't want to be on the phone every month with you saying, all right, so what you want this month, girl? You know what I'm saying? Like I want you to like know how to order and like place your order and take care of yourself. Kind of like when your kids turn 18, like it's like, okay, it's time to go to college or like get a job or whatever is going to help you, okay? Like, and that's kind of my attitude. It's like, I love you, but you gotta place your own orders after a few times of me helping you out. And some people are, you know, I've had customers that are like, no, but I just want to hear your voice, or I want to talk to you. I'm like, okay, you can hear my YouTube. If you have questions, phone call, you know, text, you know, carrier pigeon, email, whatever you want. If you got help, I'll talk to you. Let's go. But not on stuff that I feel that you should know after a while. Hopefully that makes sense and doesn't make me seem like I'm not trying to help customers. I do. I love all my customers. They just got to be independent at some point. You don't take the training wheels off. Okay. Here we go. We're going to continue here. What was my point of all that? I think I was just trying to say, like, I don't even know. There's high maintenance people, there's low maintenance people, there's everywhere in between. It's important to help people. That's it. Okay, we'll continue because I think Alright, anyways, she says, anyone who buys a premium starter kit is supposed to get wholesale prices, is what I thought. I did read the Young Living policy and procedure, and on page 15, section 3.11.2, okay, getting the details, yeah, I'll see you. It does say, for a period of 6 months after the cancellation, expiration, or termination, you agree not to directly or indirectly serve in any capacity as a member, representative, of or with another multi-level marketing, network marketing, or direct sales company, network business, or opportunity that promotes, sells, markets, or distributes essential oil as a wellness, health, beauty, So, yeah, it's kind of like you can't be doing two at the same time, or you gotta have, there's a grace period at that end. All right, so I'm guessing this is what they are referring to that I'm in violation of. I had to unfriend my Young Living upline because they are monitoring me. Sounds like Big Brother or Big Sister, or anyways. And good grief, I'm just a distributor, not even a star level, but was considered one of their business builders. That's right, business builders. That's hey, okay. My mom, sister, and a lady who doesn't buy anything are the only people under me in my Young Living account, which is okay, right? That's okay. This has caused me great grief these past few days. I have no doubt that they would sue me, but have no proof. Dang. That's crazy. Like I said in my previous video, if somebody gonna sue you over something like this, they could use that money for marketing their own business, donating to nonprofit or their church, or you know, for R&D, research and development budget on how to innovate their own products and services outside of, you know, that. Like, you could write a book or an ebook or something. I mean, come on, like there's lots of better ways to use that money than going after this. Like, this is, people gonna do what they want to do. All right, so, but I digress. She says, I have no doubt that they would sue me again, but they have no proof. I changed my doTERRA website name so they can't find it, and that was the only proof they had. Okay. She is CYA in it. Cover your assets. Okay, I don't know if they can call doTERRA to see if I still have an account or not. I did tell my doTERRA upline tonight. My doTERRA upline is new to this, 2 or 3 months, so we're all learning together. Yeah, I mean, whenever something like this comes up, I'm going to just default to read the policy, follow the policy, obey the policy. But yeah, when you have newer people that you enroll with, they may not know all that, and that's why I just was like, hey, like, you're not on my team, but you're still part of a oil family or the doTERRA family, so, you know, I'm gonna just try to steer you in the right direction. I have limited time to do that with other teams. That's why I do so many videos, because some people are like, hey, Lance, I'm on a different team, but how do I do the business? I'm, you know, kind of stuck, and I'm like, my videos, you know, just watching, you know what I'm saying? They're like, but how do you know this and that? And I'm like, I love you, videos. Okay, anyways, here we go. I said to my doTERRA upline that I think they should terminate my membership immediately because I don't want any trouble from my Young Living upline. Whew. that's a lot to deal with, and I can see why she, was grieving. Or she may need some oils, some console. Yeah. Okay. Basically, my doTERRA upline told me not to worry about it. They don't believe my Young Living upline will waste their time and money to sue me. They think that they are just trying to scare me. It's hard to know people's intentions unless they say what their intentions are, or you ask them. But I mean, who knows? But I mean, I learned in high school, in my government class, like, people can sue you, but that don't mean they're gonna win, and that doesn't mean that's the best use of resources or time either. So they think that they are just trying to scare me. I'm on guard though, and know that my Young Living upline is not joking and does have the money to sue me if they want to. I really love doTERRA's Vitality Pack, and if I have to close my account, that would really suck. So basically, she's saying she does have an account with doTERRA, even though it violates Young Living's policy, and we have to look at the doTERRA policy too. So there are ways that you can obviously still get the oils, but not be a member until the grace period's over, right? So you can obviously go through a friend or somebody like that and not have an account, and then when that grace period's over, you can work obviously enroll with somebody. Anyway, she says here, thank you, Lance. If you read all the way through this, because I did, I felt lost at what to do, but for now, going to go with what my doTERRA upline says to do, which is basically ignore my Young Living upline. Whew, drama in the essential oil world. Goodness. It's not supposed to be like this. Why can't we all just get along and just love one another? Okay, let's get it together here. I did email Young Living Resolution yesterday evening to officially terminate my account. Okay, so she did make that decision. I think technically I have to wait 6 months after termination before joining doTERRA, which she didn't do. Sounds like she already joined. I guess companies don't want to risk you sharing their secret recipes with each other, which is laughable in my opinion. Anyway, if you have any other insight or comments, please share. Thank you. Alright, so that basically concludes her follow-up email to me. My default answer and continuous answer would be the safest thing you can do is follow the policies of both companies. That is the textbook answer. That is the answer I would give and have given to her in the email. And it's simply to just avoid any issues. Like, you don't want to, get in hot water or hot oil with either company. And there's still ways you can get the oils, and that's why I do also talk about it's so important to make sure you find the right person, product, and company on the front end. You really do your research. You gotta let your research skills and choosing skills to be on point, and make sure it's a 10, 10, and 10. And some people buy off emotion or people pressure in the beginning, and then later on they're like, oops. Or maybe they just didn't know all this stuff and they just got enlightened maybe by one of my videos or other stuff, which is, understandable. But at some point it's just like, you have to really think about maybe how you can try to make the best decision with the best information you have at the time. And it's kind of like, it's almost like I'm asking people to like do something before you even know all the other stuff. I don't know if that makes sense at all. Probably doesn't. But whatever. For whatever reason, what's done is done. It's already happened. I think the safest bet is to follow the policies, let that grace period of 6 months pass, and then make a decision on wholesale customer or wellness advocate with doTERRA if that's still what she wants to do. But yeah, lots of stuff that can happen. And I mean, like I said in my other videos, I did videos where people switch from Young Living to doTERRA. They go from doTERRA to Young Living. I've had clients that do both. I've had people that I know that do both. I've had other teams talk to me about both. Like, people just switch. I mean, I went from Sam's Club to Costco. Like, hey, it was just better fit, and I'm happier with Costco now. I think I'm good now, right? So everything, people switch just as long as you follow policy and making sure you're trying to do the right thing. And, I think that's pretty much it. And it also does come down to, like, I mentioned the person, product, and company, but also making sure like, and trust each one of those, and then making sure the response time for that person is really good, because that's going to be a factor in your decision. And hopefully people find that, and hopefully you find that, or if you haven't already done so, so you can make the best decision. Alright, well, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. And make sure to hit the like button if you did, hit subscribe for future video updates, and most importantly, check out some of the links in the description below so you can watch part 1, or you can watch some of my other videos so you can kind of get that information and insight that will help you in either as a customer or distributor or wellness advocate in your own journey. Alright, other than that, we'll see you in the next video.